Welcome to Hut 2.0. At least the start of it. What you're looking at is my new construction project. I am out in the middle of woods out in Florida somewhere. Not going to reveal the location at this point, although I will most likely reveal the location once the hut is built and no longer being used by me. But I am in a secret location. It took me a while to scout and find this location, remote location here, that had somewhat of a limited access where I could get in and bring supplies in, but yet was remote enough that I don't think people will come out here. And I've been hauling supplies out here and basically materials to build a new hut. And as you can see, this time we're not building it with scrap that we pick up. I'm actually purchasing building materials. In this case, what I've got right here, I'm just laying out the floor plan, and the building is actually very big. It's like the size of a little house, and or will be if I can get this done. And what I'm using as the bottom of the building is actually not even real wood meant for building. Just wanted to show you how quickly the rain falls here in Florida. I was building, and you can see water is collecting on my poor wood. That's not good. It's gonna bust through here. This wood is just holding water. It's very bad. But it's doing this right now while I'm in the middle of building. I haven't had a chance to put a roof on. That wood is just soaking through. So it needs to dry out, and I don't even know if it's strong anymore. Water's been sitting on it the last couple days, and now it's sitting all over the whole flooring here. So we got kind of a problem. This really sucks. It is pouring rain, and I think I may have to call it a day, even though it's my one day off to try to get some work done. I was trying to work even with the rain, but I can't do it out here with this. It is literally pouring like a huge tropical storm right now. So I'm gonna have to get out of here. Well, I got part of the wall up right now, but I can see I have framing issues here with the foundation. It's not level. So I'm trying to, I guess, jack up that side there using a lever. I'm going to get a board there to try to wedge it. It's going to be a lot easier with two people. With one person, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. But I have to try to lift up that corner there. But then I had all this wood sitting down that corner, of course, making it heavy. So I've got to move all this to try to lighten this side so I can lift up that side and try to level it out. So I can at least get that wall in, because right now there's a huge drop. And, you know, it's not going to work if I can't level the floor. So we're going to try to level the floor a little bit to get everything to fit in. But you can start to see the layout right now. This is going to be a window right here, and this is going to be covered. There'll be a door right here, and then a little corner. Then another window here, all the way along here. I'm having lots of windows to save money and also to allow airflow. So lots and lots of windows. There's going to be a wall over there. I think I might put a window up too. Huge window right along that whole back side right there. And the bathroom's over here. So the reason for putting in so many windows is I can just use screen. And later on I can add more, you know, of a real window as money and time permits. But for now it would be functional to keep the bugs out. I think that's a good compromise. We're not even going to insulate it yet or put in the interior walls, but for now I think this is what it's going to look like. It's actually a pretty decent sized building. Hopefully I can get this floor level and get it going while I still have the sun out today. There is a hurricane off the coast of Florida at this point. As you can see, Hut 2.0 is really starting to take shape. I have temporarily run rafters. They need to be nailed in, screwed in, held in place here. But the plan is to run 4x8 sheets across the roof just this cheap wood. I think I'm gonna spray it to try to treat it with Thompson's water repellent, I think it's what it's called. But hopefully that'll help the water to run off, and then I'll deal with individual little spot leaks later. You can see I picked up some doors here. These were doors I saw that somebody was discarding. So they're not really full doors, they're foldable hinge type doors. So I'm debating how I want to mount them on here, because doors are expensive. And I was just going to use regular wood, which I will for the main doors. But since, you know, those were just sitting alongside the road and nobody wanted them, I asked the people there if I could have it, and they said sure. So we got some free doors, which I'll be putting in. Haven't figured out yet where or how I'm going to mount them all, but also picked up some pieces that look like it might have been part of a kid's bed, but I may be using it as shelving or something. It's always nice to find some free supplies, because that certainly saves money. HUD 2.0 went up relatively fast, despite being built in the middle of Hurricane Michael, I think it was. They went off the Gulf side, the west coast of Florida. All that happened on this end was some crazy winds and rain while I was trying to build, actually. So everything was soaking wet for the last week while I was building. But it's been dry for about 2 days now. Well, a day, really, a day and a half. So hopefully it'll stay dry the rest of this week while I try to put up the roofing and maybe get the mosquito netting up. Maybe the whole structure might be mostly done and usable within a week or two. It's been a lot of work because I've had to come out here and work on it part-time right before going into work at my regular job. So I think if I had to build this whole thing from scratch, it could probably be built within 2 weeks to 3, maybe 4 weeks max. But building it part-time, I think it's going to take maybe about a month or 2 to finish. So stay tuned and we'll see what happens next. It is raining cats and dogs out here, out at HUT 2.0. And I'm actually here to work on finishing up the windows that go in the door, but I can see right now where the leaks are happening. It's still continuing to happen right here along these 2 panels. I tried to patch it earlier with another piece of the thin wood over there, but it didn't fix it, so it's still leaking. It's a pretty bad leak. You can see here it's all over the floor. Everything's all wet. So I'm probably going to have to try to just get a piece of plastic and throw it over the roofing. I can get a long piece, long enough to cover from this side all the way to this side, to try to keep water from going to that weak spot somewhere. There's a hole where it's coming through the seams. So it's pouring rain. I am catching the water here on the garbage bins, and you can see it is kind of filling up. But I can see that the coating that I put on the wood on the roofing, the Thompson's water seal, is kind of like petroleum based or something, and it's got like rainbow pattern. So I'm just gonna let this overflow, and I think the poisonous water, the rainbow, the oil and stuff will actually flow off. But this water is not meant for drinking, but it can be used for like washing and cleaning. I don't know if I want to bathe in it though, because of the oil situation. I have to look and see how clear it looks. But I would definitely not drink this water. But so I know that the leak there is going to have to be fixed, and it looks like I'm going to have to use just some plastic to, I don't know if you can see that water just dripping all along here, and hopefully all this wood doesn't rot. You know, it gets soaking wet and it gets kind of ruined. I am actually supposed to be at work, getting ready to head out to work and waiting for this rain to stop before I bolt out of here. But as you can see, the structure is mostly done. I will have to close that off and maybe a little bit more and leave a gap up there for air, or I might leave that whole thing. Still haven't decided, you know, on each side here. I'll probably close it up just a little bit. But as you can see, the structure is mostly dry, except for that little leaking spot. So once I fix all this, I think I'm going to start moving in. I finished cleaning up everything, and I'm gonna leave this place for a little bit and let it cool down. Too many police hanging out around here, and also saw some dude walking out near my car. So this place isn't as isolated as I thought. Just gonna let this place sit here for a little bit, and then I'm gonna come back and see if anyone has been here, if it's changed any, and if not, then I'm gonna resume construction. Otherwise, this project is now on hold. I am leaving all these things here. Cannot lug all of it, but I'm taking my tools and most of my supplies out of here. This is kind of the layout that I'm thinking of making if I end up coming back here. It is going to be, that side's going to be like the living side with the rooms, and this side's going to be a big, huge patio. And I have an outdoor kitchen and an outdoor bathroom. So that's kind of the plan. We'll see if it happens. If it does get built, if nobody comes here to mess with this thing after I leave it alone for a little bit, then I am going to finish building it. And it's going to be about a 400 square foot building. So that's a pretty decent size. But 200 of it is inside, under roof here. This side right here, which is like a huge giant bedroom, bigger than a bedroom actually. And the other side will be the bathroom out here. I'm gonna have the bathroom step out, and you can go to the bathroom out here. And then on this side will be side you can step out and have a little cookout. At least that's what my plan is. So we'll see what happens. I wish I could have kept working on it, but because of circumstances, I am going to go ahead and put it on hold right now. I am hauling out all my trash, as you can see here. But this is Hut 2.0. Maybe the last time we see it. We'll see if anybody posts any trespass notice or anything like that on it. If not, then I'm gonna proceed. So, all right, you know, shh, I'm scaring them. I'm not gonna talk. Shit, I scared them. Shh. I don't know if you can see the little pigs. The wild boars are here. These are some of the visitors that come to see me. I don't know if you can see them right there. They are in fact wild boars. We thought they were foxes at first. My kids are out here at the camp with me at Hut 2.0, and it seems to be a family of 4 of them. They are just cute, very cute. But these are some of the visitors that come by the hut. You hear the mama making noises? Now they're running off. And there they go. All right, that was cool. Hello, YouTube. It's very rare that you get to see the hut at night, and I thought I'd go ahead and make a video out here since I am out here and it is night. It is dark outside, and I have my power pack here. Kind of low on power, only 11.9 volts, but still able to power up my lights so it doesn't look so spooky out here in the middle of the woods in the middle of the night. You can see outside it is black, dark. But we have our little lights running. Got a light there, got a light over my workstation. I might actually try to do some work out here and produce some content. I do have a little fire going on right here. I've just put in some wood, but you kind of got to monitor this so it doesn't burn and drop off and set the place on fire. But I do have a little bit of a flame going on. It's hot on the end there where the gases come out.
But I do have a little bit of a flame going to heat up the air so it doesn't feel so cold in here. It is a little bit cold outside. Not freezing cold, but cold. So I've got a little fireplace. I don't have it burning because I don't want it to go wild, so I'm putting in like 1 stick, maybe 2 sticks at a time, which you have some wood here that I brought in as firewood. And of course I have my nice, awesome little fireplace here, or as my son calls it, the Chef Boyardee beef ravioli shrine. This was created by my son. But the reason we have these little cinder blocks out here is to capture the heat. So I've got the candles burning right now for some illumination, as well as capturing the heat so that it'll spread out tonight, because I am planning on sleeping out here tonight. I am just heating up the air right now so it doesn't feel so cold in here. Probably have to put another stick in here. I'm not going to keep this burning all night, but I will leave the embers to burn, and it'll release heat. Not too worried about carbon monoxide poisoning in here, because you can see there are windows all over the place. I don't know if you can hear all the animals outside. It is getting dark. The fire that I have going on here, I kind of monitor this because you don't want to leave it burning and have the piece break off, fall down, catch on fire down here possibly. So I think I'm not going to add any more wood. I'm just going to let it burn down. But this is just what I put in there right now to create some charcoal that's going to burn and keep the place warm for a little bit longer. The lights from the fire and the fireplace aren't really enough to light up this place, but the light from the power pack, you can see, makes this place look like a real house. It is very bright in here. I also have some little lights that I can turn on the side here. These little lights, if I want additional lighting. You can see I got one on each side of the bed. I have plenty of lights. Just to show you what it looks like here. There you go. There's the beds with the lights on them, little spot lamps. And of course there's lights on the ceiling if I want additional light. Those are all battery powered. And they're here in case I don't have a working power pack. Sometimes, I take the power pack out to charge it. I may get a gas, a gas generator to charge this battery up, because I tried charging it with my little 25-watt solar panel system that I got from Harbor Freight, and it didn't work so well because it's only like 25 watts, and really you need like about 100 or 200 or more watts to try to charge that with any reasonable speed. And I would say you probably need more like 300 or 400 watts, at least to try to charge that up each day. Now, I'm only running lights on it instead of the TV that used to be here, because the TV was taking too much power. I mean, even though it doesn't take a lot, when you consider that the battery here isn't being charged up, I could only use it for like one night and then it would run out of power. So, doing it like this, I have the lights. They should run all night. Maybe, I won't need it all night, but it should run several nights before I have to charge it back up. And then I'll have to, haul it out and bring it back. You can see the fire here is pretty much burnt out. I'm going to drop the wood in there. Try to get the wood in there. Let it burn a little bit more. But the idea is just to have the embers burning so that it generates heat throughout the night. It's not going to probably run all night. It'll probably burn out before the middle of the night. And I think the smoke that's coming out, what little smoke there is coming out, will be useful for chasing away any mosquitoes that happen to be around the area. Bugs and mosquitoes and stuff, they don't like smoke. And like I said, I'm not too worried about carbon monoxide poisoning, because the whole place is full of windows everywhere. So you can see there are windows that will, let the air flow through and the carbon monoxide flow out. And that's pretty much it. I thought you guys might enjoy seeing what it looks like at nighttime at Hut 2.0. My bed, you can tell, is very comfortable looking, and indeed it is comfortable. It's a lot more comfortable here, laying down here, than it is sleeping in the van. Not that the van is bad, but sleeping in Hut 2.0 is like sleeping in a house. So, this is what I'm doing while I don't have a real house. The Hut 2.0 is making it not so sad, because like I have a place where I can come and just cook and just sit and chill and relax a little bit when I don't want to be in the city, when I don't want to be in the van or drive around, or to save money, because driving around does cost money. It costs gasoline. So doing it like this, I'm able to come out here, and I have my food pantry there that I can cook up food. I just cooked up some pork chops tonight. Pork chops with rice and my hot pepper sauce. I do have, for entertainment now, because I don't have the TV anymore, I did bring some magazines. So that's probably what I will do tonight. Although I might try to get some work done. I may actually try to film an episode where we make a gas burner for cooking. So if you wanted to cook using alcohol, well, not gas, but an alcohol, a burner, that way you can use alcohol to burn, and create heat, or you can also cook with it. The plan is to make it so you can actually cook with it. The smoke, maybe a little too much smoke. I might have to put it out a little bit. It's making a little too much smoke. I think I'm going to go ahead and put it out. Yeah. We're just let it keep burning here and keep releasing the smoke to chase away the mosquitoes. I don't know though. I think I'll spray it a little bit. To control the fire. There we go. What it'll do is, what this will do is make it not smoke so much, but I don't want to make it go completely out. So it's still hot and releasing heat. The fire's not completely out, but it's not burning, and making smoke everywhere. So this way I don't fill the whole place up with smoke, and I still get some of the heat being released slowly. Anyhow, I do have my magazines here, which I'm probably going to read something with woodworking. I have the AARP trailering, which I might learn how to do. Thinking of making a little tiny house on wheels and pulling it. Just some different magazines I was able to pick up from the library for entertainment, because we no longer have TV out here. Not that I need TV. Well, I hope you found this interesting. I don't know if you can see all these little things flying around. I don't know if that's dust or embers or what, or little bugs. It's weird, I don't really see them. Actually, I do see them. It might be embers from the fire there. I got to be careful. Yeah, it may be from me spraying the water on it. But this is what things look like at Hut 2.0 at night. I am going to be spending the entire night here. At least that's the plan. Going to try to possibly do some work. And just try to relax. And tomorrow I'll be thinking of making French toast tomorrow. So we'll see what happens. If everything works out all right, we'll be having a nice Cooking with Denoy French toast edition out at the Hut. And that's pretty much it. It should be very interesting. I want to thank you all for tuning in. If you enjoy this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. Share this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. By sharing the video, you're helping it to grow, which will help me to produce more content like this. If you enjoy the content, please do share the videos. I do appreciate all of you for tuning in. I want to let you know that I'm thinking of each and every one of you, and send prayers for each of you. Until next time, everybody, please take care of yourselves, stay safe, and God bless you all. Have a good night now. Bye-bye.